What's cracking, y'all? GMGP. It is Monday, October 30th, 2023. Appreciate y'all tapping into the station, tapping into the channel. Y'all know it is your boy Ray G. You can find me on X at RayGQ. If you are sick of losing money sports betting, let me say that again. You are sick and tired of losing money sports betting, then I highly suggest you tap into what we're doing every single time we post a video or a live stream, and you follow some of the processes that we talk about, because we first must shop before we eat. We have to shop for value before you sit down and make some money. If you want to be a profitable sports bettor long term, you have to shop for the values. All of these books, whether it's Underdog Fantasy, DraftKings, Flip, Parlay Play, Prize Picks, they all set their lines independently of one another. And if you want to make money, you have to find the best value. Why on earth would you buy a box of milk from Whole Foods for $6 when you can get it from somewhere else for $2.50? That's what we are trying to do, find the discrepancies in the sports betting market in order to take advantage of those. So on this show, every time we do something over here, I will never claim to be the most historically savvy NBA, NFL, MLB analyst that there is. I'm not even a capper, baby. But what I will do is shop for value, take advantage of those lines, take advantage of the discrepancies in the sports books, and I will make money. Now, if you want premium picks, myself, along with my man Mitch Carl at DFS and Donuts, we have a Dub Club product. Link is in the description. You can see it right here. We ain't gonna switch no device, but here's the chat. We got premium picks from over 12 different cappers, and you just see the winners from NFL scrolling. So if you want premium picks, go to the link in the description, use the promo code BeFast, and you can get in on the action, get premium picks from myself, DFS and Donuts, J Steps, Use, Butcher, Fry. We've got a bunch of people over there providing picks day and night, but right here, we're just shopping for value, so I'm going to highlight a lot of different plays you can take. If you like them, leave them if you don't, but I'm just going to walk you through the process, show you what we're doing. So let's find some profitable bets that we could take today in the NBA slate. And as always, man, I'm very transparent with my process. A lot of people don't show their stuff. Here goes last week for me in the betting world using this strategy, shopping for value, up 15 units last week, 35% ROI, 33-29 record, all verified on Pickett. You can find me on there at RayGQ. Check out all of my props over there, but verified bet tracker on Pickett, just showing you what I'm doing, my units, and my return on investment deploying this strategy. But let's pull it up. We got a couple of different tools that I'm going to use. This is OddsJam right here, but right here, you can go to myspari.com and use this tool right here, the Odds Finder tool, which is a phenomenal tool, some new additions showing you hit rate, taking advantage of some of the discrepancies in the market. So let's just walk through it right now. Anything over 57, 58% is a good play right here. Doesn't mean it's going to hit, but these are solid plays, and let's talk about it right here. Spencer Dinwiddie, Prize Picks has a line of 3.5 rebounds for Spencer Dinwiddie. You see this across the various sports books. DraftKings has this juiced of -130, Flip -140, Caesars and BetMGM both chilling at -135 for Spencer Dinwiddie to go under his rebound total. So when you're shopping for lines, you're shopping for value. If you do have access to DraftKings, this is by far the best sports book to take this play at -130. Nice little bankroll builder right here for Spencer Dinwiddie to go under his rebound total of 3.5. But looking on some of the parlay sites right here, like Prize Picks, where you get a fixed payout, -119 either direction, you're looking at this 58%, pretty damn good. And I just filtered, and I'm scrolling down. I'm trying to find some value. So Spencer Dinwiddie, have no problem locking this into a Prize Pick slip. I personally don't like taking whole numbers like 4 and 6. I like to get those half lines, but let's take a look. So Spencer Dinwiddie, you can lock that in, and based on the value, based on the books, based on the discrepancies, you can take the value on Prize Picks to go under Spencer Dinwiddie rebounds at 3.5. And let's just pull it up and take a look, because I don't know what the hell he's done to start the season. It really doesn't matter. I don't utilize all of this stuff, but here, if you wanted something to sort of make you feel better about taking an under, right? Because I know a lot of you look at the last 5 data and all that stuff. Here you go. Averaging 2.8 over the last 5. So if you wanted to load Spencer Dinwiddie to go under his rebound total, it makes sense. We're trusting the lines. We're trusting the math, and that's what the data is telling us right there. So we'll take the under Spencer Dinwiddie, 3.5 rebounds. If you don't like it, don't take it. We're just trusting the value. I don't even care who he plays or what's going on. You start to move down a little bit. You got Xavier Tillman under a half a three-pointer, 57% implied probability. You can look at this across the books, and it is juiced to the under, minus 130, minus 135. Let's try to catch some other value plays here. Miles Turner rebounds at 7. Really don't like taking whole numbers, but again, same process. You go down the line. 7.5 is where this is, and it's juiced to the under. MGM minus 145 at 7.5. Caesars minus 145 to the under at 7.5. So if you're going to take this play anywhere, FanDuel, catch this at minus 125. We talked about a bankroll builder. Take the under on FanDuel at minus 125 pricing at 7.5. Rebounds under for Miles Turner in his matchup tonight. Scrolling down the board, I think we've got a nice one right here. Isaiah Stewart tonight. Have no clue who the Pistons are playing, but 8.5 line on prospects, 57% probability. You look across the books, choose to the under, minus 135. I don't mind this play at all. If you wanted to load Isaiah Stewart, into your prospect slip at this pricing, not bad either. So this is a way that you can utilize this tool for free. Just kind of scroll down the board and look for the discrepancies in the market. Try to catch some value. And let's go down a little bit more. Jamal Murray, over 2.5 threes. Slight juice to the over. And as you work your way down, you'll start to see Spencer Dinwiddie. Nothing on prospects for his three-point line to go over that. But my goodness, look at this. If it drops at 1.5, you hammer the over. It's minus 195 on Flip, minus 185 on DraftKings. Prospects is not going to put it up at that line, at that number, but that's just how you can utilize this tool. Jrue Holiday, been somebody we've been on, 6.5 assists. Barely hit the over in the last game. I think it happened in the last couple of seconds of that matchup for Jrue Holiday, but 57% probability right here, according to my Sparry Odds Finder. And here's a nice little play on Flip. It's a nice play on Flip. There it is right there. 6.5. So just like that, we were able to find some stuff for prospects and a nice little slip for Flip. So I'm actually gonna lock that one in. It's Jrue Holiday. Let me write this down right now. Jrue Holiday under 6.5 rebounds on Flip. And the reason why this is a good play, you can see Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, has this juiced heavy to the under at minus 147. Minus 130 on MGM, minus 151 on Caesars, minus 128 on FanDuel. Still, FanDuel gives a lot of good odds, but the best price that you can get this at is minus 120. You put up $120 to make $100. That's what that means. Why on earth would you spend $100? Why would you put up $135 to make $100 when you only got to put up $120 to make $100? So you wouldn't take it on DraftKings. You don't want to take it on FanDuel. Flip, nice value play on Flip for Jrue Holiday to go under that assist total tonight. I am going to lock that one in. I like that play quite a bit. The data lines up. The math checks out. So this is how you use the MySparry Odds Finder tool just to search this and find plays that you can throw in your prospect slip right here. Mark Williams, under 11.5 points. Let's just take a look. Look at all the books. Minus 135, 130, 132, 125, 130, and Pinnacle saying minus 142 for this player to go under his total. That's what the billions of dollars flowing into sports books is saying, that Mark Williams is going to go under 11.5 points tonight. This one for LaMelo Ball as well. DraftKings, FanDuel, 8.5 player assists for LaMelo Ball. So again, just another tactic and tool that you can use, identify, find some value plays, but let's try to build something out. So we're going to flip over here, take a look at OddsJam, refresh the screen and see what we've got. Parlay play is where the value is. I just know it right now. So we're going to slide right on over to parlay play and take a look at Mike Conley over his rebound and assist number of 7.5. Not a lot of data points on this one, so I'm going to leave that one alone right now. So let's scroll down a little bit more. We got some NFL, Jacoby Myers and Sam Laporta. Vooch, we got Vooch, Chicago Bulls, points, rebounds, and assists, 27.5. You look at this number on Parlay Play, 27.5, and across every other data point, sports books, you've got this number at 28.5 with slight juice to the over, probably even money on both sides. But Vooch tonight to go over his 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Indiana Pacers. So if you have access to Parlay Play, which I think you should have access to as many sports books as you possibly can if you want to be profitable. There you go. More than 27.5. Lock that in. Just like that, we've got Mike Conley over points and rebounds of 14. This is set on FanDuel at 14.5. Bovada at 14.5 with juice to the over. Don't like the whole numbers there, but you can use the slider on Parlay Play to move that around. Let me show you for those of you who don't have Parlay Play. So let's go Mike Conley and 14 points in rebounds. If you're like, ah, man, I really want to take that at 13.5, boom, there you go. Move it down to 13.5. You can move it down. I think you're limited on how much you can play when you do that. But if you don't like 14, you can move it down to 13.5 and roll with Mike Conley on Parlay Play. Kind of cool feature for that website. Got Rudy Gobert at 25.5 points and rebounds tonight. FanDuel has this line set at 26.5. Just a tad bit of juice right there. So I'm going to leave that play alone. We've got Jaylen Brown, points and rebounds, 26.5. And it is 25.5 across the books. DraftKings, 25.5. Bovada, 25.5. Fliff, 25.5 with slight juice to the under. Desmond Bane, 29.5 points and assists. You see it's 30.5 across the sports books. And this is spitting out an over. So this tool actually kind of does the work for you, but you've got to be able to put it in, line shop, find the value, helps you out right there. Let's go see if there's anything on underdog. So we got 2 picks over here on Parlay Play. We got Vucevic over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Mike Conley, we slid that down to 13.5 to take the more than 13.5 points and rebounds for Mike Conley. Let's take a look at the optimizer and see if we have anything for underdog fantasy. There we go. Benedict Mathurin. A prolific scorer in his rookie season for the Pacers last year. Points, rebounds, and assists, 18.5. And this is spitting out an over. And why is that so? You look across the books, and you got 19.5 on FanDuel. But even at this line at 18.5, juice from DraftKings to go over, minus 161. Pinnacle, sharpest book in the world, saying, yeah, should go over. Points, rebounds, and assists of 18.5. And Bovada, this number is 19.5 as well. Fliff, minus 130. So shopping around right there. There you go. If you wanted to put Benedict Mathurin in a lineup for underdog fantasy, there you go. I know a lot of people tap in for prize picks, though. A lot of people tap in to see what's going on with prize picks, but I highly recommend you not just use prize picks, use everything to your advantage. Desmond Bane and Luka Doncic, over 6 3-pointers made combo. Man, look at the juice on this right here. Minus 145, minus 160, minus 144, minus 148. Lock it in. So we had Spencer Dinwiddie here. Let's go Luka. Don't like whole numbers, but you know what? Sometimes when and there it is right there. They comboed it up to 6.5 right there. 6.5 for those two. So again, changed right there on us live. It was listed at 3, posted at 3. Heavy juice to go over that number. So now it's chilling at 6.5. I don't want to chase it, y'all. Do not want to chase it. So I will actually take that one out of the prize pick slip. And let's go back to MySparry and see if we can build some stuff out. Let's do a quick refresh really quickly. Again, free, mysparryedge.com. Shop before you eat. So we are going to sort by implied probability, highest to lowest. And let's get down to those 100s because there's nothing up on prize picks there. You could look down this line, not seeing any lines right here. Killian Hayes, under 4 assists, heavy juice to the under at, and we'll do this. We'll do this for the sake of this stream, for the sake of this video. Under 4, you see it's heavy juice to the under at 4.5. All right, so let's just go to Hayes. Let's go to prize picks. Let's put in Hayes. Hayes, here we go. Where are you at? 4 assists for him. I have no clue what he's done. I mean, he hasn't hit this number in a while, right? I mean, he's right at 4, but has not gone over that. He's got Oklahoma City tonight. I know Shea and those boys can score like crazy, but if you wanted to take an under, if you're not afraid of whole numbers, the first value play that I'm seeing, the best one, numero uno, would be Hayes under 4 player assists, and then we scroll down the board, and the probability, the implied probability, 61% that he goes under, that he cashes this play. Scroll down a little bit. We've got Scoot Henderson, under 5 assists. You look across the books, his number is set at 5.5 with juice to the under. Minus 160 on MGM, minus 155, minus 165 on Fliff. So if you want to take a Scoot Henderson, under 5. Another way that you can use this tool if you're like, Ray, I'm not afraid of the whole numbers. Like, give me Scoots under. I don't know what he's done this season. Don't really care. Averaging 4.4 over his last 5. He's gone over this number 1 time, and I'm assuming that was a preseason game versus the Utah Jazz right there. So if you want to take Scoot Henderson under that number, and you're not afraid of it, drop it in there, baby. Take it. This is your play. This is what you need to do. I personally don't like whole numbers, but if you're okay with it and you're like, you know what, I'm fine with it, I like the juice, let's go with it, and go ahead and roll with that. You got Derek Lively, young, explosive-looking player right there for the Dallas Mavericks. His line of player rebounds, over 5. You see it at 4.5 across the books with juice to the over. Pinnacle saying minus 158. This is getting close to getting bump territory. So even at 5, sometimes if you bet in the right direction, you catch some value. So these plays that we're talking about that we don't really like that are whole numbers, good chance that Killian Hayes, this 4 gets bumped up, right? Or bumped down, bumped down. So take the under 4. Take the under 4. Take the under 5 assists for Scoot Henderson. Derek Lively over 5 rebounds. If this gets moved on the books, if this continues to be bet up, then this number could potentially rise as well. So if you want Derek Lively, let's just put him in there. I'm not going to say that I'm for sure going to take any of these plays because, again, I want to, and you got to spell Derek's name a little different. There we go, Lively. 5 rebounds. What's he done to start the season? 2, 10, 5, 6. Who knows, right? Over. If you're okay with the juice, you're okay with that, you can go over that number. And I don't personally like the whole numbers. Jaylen Brown, over 6 rebounds. You see the juice right here. And if you were going to take this, this is where you take the play right on FanDuel. Everything else is heavily juiced to the over at 5.5, but you can catch him 5.5 rebounds for Jaylen Brown, minus 125 pricing on FanDuel. This is where you play it. That's how you take advantage of this tool. That's how you take advantage of this product. And it's totally, totally free. So go over Jaylen Brown's rebound number, not on PrizePicks, not on DraftKings, not on BetMGM. Do that on FanDuel, where you're getting minus 125 odds for him. Let's move down to some half numbers and see if we can catch anything. We already talked about Spencer Dinwiddie under his rebound prop. Lock that one in. Xavier Tillman, half a player made 3. Juices to the under on this across the board. Juices to the under. Miles Turner, Jeremy Grant under his assist number. Okay, Isaiah Stewart. Trying to find ones where I think we've got a little better edge. And I'm looking at that last column, that Pinnacle line. 3s, nothing there for Dinwiddie, minus 1. Okay, here we go. Drew Holiday. Yeah, hell, take it on PrizePicks. Under. Take it on PrizePicks. If you want to take it a single, there you go. You can go FanDuel. You can go Fliff. We talked about them. But minus 147 on Pinnacle, sharpest book in the world. Drew Holiday. I like this number a lot. I'm going to take the straight anyway. So let's just go ahead and put Drew Holiday, his assist number. I think he hit 7 last game, 2 the game before that. Take the under on Drew Holiday. Get some of these whole numbers out of there, and let's finish building out. Hell, we're here. We're flying. We're rocking. We're rolling. Let's build it out. If you're liking what you're seeing, if you're feeling what we're putting down over here and how the process works, hit that subscribe button. Mark Williams. 11.5 points to go under. Pinnacle, minus 142. I'm locking this one in. You look across the books, about minus 130 to minus 125 across the board. Mark Williams, under 11.5 points. Let's get Mark in there. Mark Williams. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't know what he's done. I do know what he's done because I think I took an over on him the other day, and he only scored a couple of points. But there you go, averaging 8.6. Just trusting the math. Have no clue about last 5, any of that stuff. Scoot Henderson, you're gone. Derek Lively, you're out of there. Killian Hayes will keep you for a little bit longer. Let's wrap this up and give you a couple of more picks. LaMelo Ball, under 8.5 assists. Pinnacle saying minus 142 for LaMelo Ball. The money is saying take the under LaMelo Ball. We all love LaMelo. He's a dope player. Let's see. Melo Ball, 8.5. Not a three-pointers attempted. Good Lord. Assist. I don't know what he's done. 9, 10, 5. So, you look at the trend. It's kind of scary because he's hit this in back-to-back games. But trust in the math, trust the data. You can throw LaMelo Ball in there. And as we scroll down to finish this out, this is what I want to see. Jaren Jackson. Minus 155. That's getting close to bump territory. Under 7.5 player rebounds tonight. Jaren Jackson. Let's see who he's up against. Memphis Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson versus the Dallas Mavericks. We know Luka's going to do his thing. And look at this. Just so happens to coincide. He's averaging 5.8 over his last 5 games. Jaren Jackson, under 7.5 rebounds. Get that 4 out of there. Bam. Just like that. We have created a 5-pick flex over on PrizePicks. Or is this 5 or 6? Yeah, 5-pick flex over on PrizePicks. Just using the odds, trusting the data, have no clue about matchup, utilizing this free tool that you all can take a part of and check out for yourself. Man, over 22.5, 21.5 across the books. You would never take that. Like, why on earth Would you take Mark Williams over his points, rebounds, and assists on Prize Picks at 22.5 when you can catch us at 21.5 on DraftKings? Like, there's just no point to take a bump line when you can catch the pricing somewhere else. But for the sake of this video, what we were able to find, Spencer Dinwiddie, less than 3.5 rebounds. Drew Holiday, less than 6.5 assists. You can play that on Fliff and or Prize Picks. Mark Williams, under 11.5 points. LaMelo Ball, less than 8.5 assists. And Jaren Jackson, less than 7.5 rebounds. We ain't going to do nothing crazy right here. We'll throw 10 on this since we just found it. Boom. I mean, it switched down to $9.99. Parlay play, we had a couple in here. Mike Conley, more than 13.5 points and rebounds. Vucevic, big Vooch over there in Chicago, 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Take the more on that one. Underdog Fantasy, we didn't pull anything up there. And then we touched on a couple of plays that you can take on Fliff. So just doing one quick scroll really quickly. Nothing there. Nothing on Parlay Play. Jaylen Brown still up there. Jaylen Brown over 29.5, and you see where the other numbers are. So this is how you utilize these tools. This is how you shop around. As I said at the beginning of the video, first we shop, then we eat. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Use some of the tools. Go to myspari.com, enter that Prize Pick slip, take some of the plays that we talked about on Fliff and Parlay Play, as well as FanDuel, DraftKings, and the other various sports books. Cash out. Appreciate y'all being here. Hit the thumbs up button, like the content. We got more every single day. First we shop, then we eat, baby. Good luck and good night.